to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be touchdown.
With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Wizards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. So here are the Saints with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible. Now,
oh no, his first throw of the Super Bowl is intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Lance looking to throw it. That's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Wizards will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Returnable here from the 38. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. From midfield, here's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints' 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up on the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it, and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. They go play action with Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Hurts. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. There he goes again. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Wizards are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
This taken in at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, good move. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they faked the handoff. Now Lance. Open man. There's Darnell Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21-0 our score after 1. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Lance now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Yellow, go. Slide through.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Edo blue. Trail green. Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a And the Wizards continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, and deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There he goes, left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Wide open receiver, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And Lance going to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Darnell Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Wizards are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The New Orleans offense set to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Across midfield, he's on his way. Nico Collins.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown, Saints.
Nico Collins
from 4 yards out.
And the Saints are able to claw one back.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
And Lance's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
On first down, Lance.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. 25 yards that time.
Ready?
Now Lance. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And his pass incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Now Lance again.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Wizards are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
On first down, Hurts. They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Hurts.
Oh, he dropped dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to...
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd down at 6 now.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did him a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well,
this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Short pass pulled in by Washington. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Lance now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And now they'll throw with Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Wizards have got it on cruise control. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think it.
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Jacobs. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Now a 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Hurts throw taken in by Collins. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Nico Collins.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Elliott good with a PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So on the completion there, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw.
He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him. Yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here we go.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Washington. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Back to throw again.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Jared Stingley picks it, and the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Look at the big fella go.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Wizards continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Saints.
Nico Collins
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Remsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Let's go. Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48.
19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
Rig alert. Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington.
Hurry.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. And he is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Saints 31.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.